I have a saying. Your credibility is only as valid as your credentials. Let me say that again. Your credibility is only as valid as your credentials. In my last video, I challenged the credibility of Blue Blood Sports TV. Well, Blue Blood Sports TV, he had a response on his channel, on his live video that he published just yesterday. And he had a response and a message for Manager Marty. So today, because he started this, and I'm going to finish it, today we're going to challenge the credentials of Blue Blood Sports TV. And you know what? To all of my Roll the Tape film crew members, y'all know what I'm going to say. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
Manager Marty talking trash about you, Blue Blood. I don't know who that is, so what's the point? On damn Blue, why they dogging you like that, saying you're a fraud and don't know about boxing. I just want you to know I was sticking up for you. Love you, bro. Got your back. Ooh, Kendra.
Wait. Don't move. There's more.
He said a couple of channels. I don't know what couple of channels. You got to name the channels, brother. I said, man, I don't even know who that is. Now let that sink in. Timothy 72688. What's good, great brother? Bro, I'm serious. I went off. It was a black guy bringing clips up and that you didn't in the past. Oh, that's okay. I seen it too. He was playing your clips out of content. Yeah, and this is the thing I'm gonna tell you, right? Is this, right? First of all, I don't even know who he is. Now let that sink in. I don't even know he exists.
Y'all heard Blue Blood Sports TV? He did not even know I existed. He didn't know anything. He gave his fan base and viewers the impression that he never even saw the video, that he had no idea what they were talking about. He gave a false impression to those people in his comment section as if my name and everything else they were saying was something that was being pulled out of the thin air. Like he was so oblivious to what was going on. Blue Blood Sports TV, you know exactly what those people in your comment sections were telling you. You want to know how you knew that, Blue Blood? Because you know Blue Blood Sports TV. Be honest. Have integrity now. You know I tagged you in the video the moment that I posted it. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury and members of the Roll and Tape film crew, y'all need to understand that these are the receipts right here. This is a receipt that not only did I tag all the other content creators in the post, but I also tagged Blue Blood Sports TV. So Blue Blood Sports TV knew about the video that the fans and supporters and his subscribers were mentioning to him about me in the comment section. He already knew about that, but he tried to act like he had no idea about it. You see how he contradicted himself? And you know what? A fan even questioned him about contradicting himself in the comment section. Film crew, where my Roll and Tape film crew members at? Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
He says, no disrespect, Blue, but your name is looking bad in the media. For contradictions. You see what I'm talking about? Kaiso Ace, right? I never seen this person a day in my life. He's talking about, I'm contradicting myself. I didn't contradict myself at all whatsoever. Watch this now. I'm going to make a fool out of him for repeating something he heard. So what did I contradict myself about? Watch this.
Blue Blood Sports TV said, I didn't contradict myself whatsoever. Now, I done proved that in the last video that he did contradict himself, and I'm going to prove it in this video as well when we challenge his credentials. So here's the thing, Blue Blood. You made some other disparaging remarks about me and about other people, I guess the other content creators, in your live. Now, we want to hear what you got to say. What was your response to the video that I put out there to you? Because, see, I asked you a couple of questions, Blue Blood Sports TV, in my last video, and you still haven't answered it. But this was your rebuttal. Let's take a listen to Blue Blood. Here we go again. I'm talking way too much. Roll the tape.
I'm going to show you this, right? Watch this now. You have to understand, these dudes want to be where I'm at, but they don't have the work ethic. They don't know, they can't do what I do. Jesse, what's going on? What I do, it can't be duplicated. You understand? They try, but they can't duplicate what I do. What I do is a grind that can't be, that's within. You understand? Craig Watts, what's going on? They want to be able to know the people that I know. They want to be able to have the conversation with the people that I have conversation with. They want to be in that circle. You understand?
Wait. Don't move. There's more.
You're going to get, just think about this, right? Now, Kendra, I want you to think about this, right? The 1916 was good. I want you to think about this, right, great brother? Marcellus 2486 was going on. DP Rocker, what's going on? Ty in the Sky, Peace, Bless Queen, how you doing today? Now, Kendra, think about this. They put me in titles the same way they talking about fighters. I ain't even a fighter. Just think about that, right, Kendra? I'm not a fighter. But they put me in titles to get clicks and likes. They use me in my thumbnail to get clicks and likes.
It's very clear to us, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, roll the tape film crew members. It's very clear to us that two dynamics is happening in the behavior pattern of Blue Blood Sports TV. Inflated self-image and projection. Assuming that people really want to be like him or jealous of him, when in all actuality, these are possible things that he might feel about himself toward others. I'm not a mental health professional, but I have studied behavior patterns for a long time of people. Now, let's move forward with this point, because I have a question, Mr. Blue Blood TV. Since you said that they put you in their titles to get likes and you're not even a fighter. Well, my question is, then why did you put fighters' names in your title and you spending 30% of your life talking about me and I'm not even a fighter? Sounds like a contradiction to me. And contradiction number 2. I thought you said that you don't know the people that's talking about you and you don't even know if they exist. Well, how would you know if people using your name in their titles and, as you mentioned, your image in their thumbnail? If you don't know they exist, how you know all that? Because quite frankly, I'm basically the only one that put your face and your image in the thumbnail. And I'm sure there's other content creators that put your name in the title, but ain't nobody doing that for no likes. You know what they say on the East Coast? Boy, bye. But you know what? The reason why you don't have the credentials, let me help you out, Blue Blood Sports TV, is because of how you treat other people, bro. And the way that you insult other people, and the way that you demean other people, bruh. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
Okay, do you want to be the messenger boy? Okay, I'm gonna treat you as such. Just understand this is 300 and I'm kicking you off the cliff once I'm done with you. Lucky Me Kendall said, you too emotional, Blue. Let that man defend himself. It has nothing to do with the man, dummy. And I'm not emotional at all. I'm smart. You watching me, I'm not watching you. Eric Morrow, what's going on? Did you realize that? You come to watch me on my platform. I don't go to watch you. So I'm emotional about what? And you come to support every day. Dwayne Broussard, what's going on? Cool. You mad because I'm on this side and you on that side? You hear the water leaking, the roaches running, and the rats squeaking? Don't be mad at me, brother. It ain't my fault. We got the same amount of time in the day. My wife and my kids are just fine. My family is just fine. And I have a platform in we have multiple businesses and we
That's how you're supposed to talk to your subscribers. That's how you're supposed to talk to a live audience on your channel. It's interesting to me, Blue Blood Sports TV, that in the same breath you said that everybody's supposed to lift up Terrence Bud Crawford, a millionaire. We're supposed to speak things into existence when we're referring to great things about Terrence Bud Crawford and put him on a pedestal. But in that same breath, you are the one downing and demeaning people that might be poor or in a less fortunate position than you. Talking about roaches running around and rats squeaking and water leaking in somebody's house and a person living under those conditions. And they're so jealous about the position you are at and the position that they're at in comparison. So on one end, everybody got to uplift Terrence Bud Crawford because he black. But you black and you demeaning other people. Calling people dummy and insulting them. There's a scripture, Blue Blood Sports TV, that you need to learn. If you humble yourself, you will be exalted. But if you exalt yourself, you will be humbled. And you need to humble yourself. Because you said that you and your wife are multiple business owners. And we know as business people, those of us that are true legitimate business owners and people, there's a certain business decorum that we must present. Okay? Now, I have a question, possibly two. Since you are a multiple business owner, you was in Nebraska the same night that Terrence Bud Crawford fought. So I have a question for you, Mr. Multiple Business Owner. How come you didn't pay and request Terrence Bud Crawford to market and advertise your multiple businesses on his boxing trunks while he was performing in front of over 12,000 people live in person and over thousands of people on BLK Prime live streaming it? Cool. Question number 2, Mr. Multiple Business Owner. Why didn't you utilize your experience of owning and operating multiple businesses to encourage and advise Terrence Bud Crawford while you was in Nebraska on how he should have or how you can help him get his own promotion company? And question number 3, since you was in Nebraska as a partner of the promotion company that put on the show, why didn't you produce any content? You was already there next to Terrence Crawford in his hometown. You don't have no pictures of him. You a content creator, right? You didn't get an interview out of the guy in person. Forget on your platform, in person. You were sitting right there next to Terrence Bud Crawford, or you had the credentials as a promoter, right, to go into the dressing room and pull your camera out on your phone and place it on your channel as content. So what credentials do you have as someone who conducts business in the sport of boxing? What qualifies you? Produce your credentials. Where are your credentials at? With regards to you being a partner of BLK Prime, I can care less if you're a partner of BLK Prime or not. I just want the fans to see you produce your credentials that qualifies you.
I ain't never tell you what the pay-per-view numbers did or didn't do. I never said they didn't or did big or didn't do big. What I'm telling you is Terrence Crawford got paid big. Big time. That's a fact. And back end money. Tim Parker was good. Shogun 76, what's going on? Anthony Huddleston, what's going on? We don't even know the pay-per-view numbers, people. I don't know the pay-per-view numbers. We don't know the pay-per-view numbers. The fight was just Saturday. Today's Wednesday.
So let me get this straight, Blue Blood Sports TV. You a partner of BLK Prime, right? Okay. And I assume it was Wednesday, the Wednesday after the Terrence Bud Crawford fight, that you did this video, right? Your words, not mine. The fight was on Saturday. Today is Wednesday. That's what you said, right? Okay, so that's a total of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday within 4 days. You are a partner of a promotion company and you don't even know what the pay-per-view buys were? Within 4 days, you don't know that, sir? How did Terrence Bud Crawford, your words, not mine, get paid on the back end when y'all didn't even know what the pay-per-view numbers were? You contradicted yourself in the same sentence. Terrence Crawford got paid big and on the back end. Well, y'all didn't know what the pay-per-view numbers were even by Wednesday. So how did he get paid on the back end? What you talking about, ticket sales? Once again, contradicting yourself because you lack credentials. Now, let me educate you on something, sir. I can assure you right now that BLK Prime knew what the pay-per-view buys were way before Wednesday. Don't they control the platform? You're asking about Showtime and DAZN and do they ever tell the fans what the numbers are? We're not talking about the fans knowing what the numbers are. We're talking about the promotion knowing what the numbers are. We're talking about the network or the live streaming platform that know what the numbers are. And guess who else need to know what the numbers are? The commission. But you didn't know that because you don't have any credentials in the sport of boxing to conduct business. And so I'm going to educate you and I'm going to educate all my subscribers and viewers right now. Don't take my word for it. Quick question. How many times did Top Rank and Bob Arum promote a fight in Omaha, Nebraska with Terrence Bud Crawford as the headliner on pay-per-view? Let me give you the answer. 0, none. Terrence Bud Crawford fought, I believe, 3 or 4 times in Omaha, Nebraska, or even in the state of Nebraska since he's been with Top Rank and Bob Arum, and not one time did Top Rank produce a live pay-per-view stream of his fight. Never once did it happen. And there's a reason why. Don't take my word for it. Let's go into the Nebraska Athletic Code and the rules and regulations. Since Blue Blood Sports TV don't know this and he's not qualified because he lacks any credentials in the sport of boxing as a businessman, let me educate him and I'm going to educate you in the interim. Now, let's read all together what the Nebraska Athletic Code says about the responsibility of a promoter when it comes to live streaming and TV rights. All right. Let's read the 38 Nebraska Admin Code of the Nebraska Athletic Commission. Chapter 4, Section 004, Gross Receipts Tax and Sale of Tickets. And we're going to start reading all together, class. Section 004.02, and it reads these words. Each promoter conducting or holding any regulated sport event must pay the commissioner a gross receipts tax of 5% of the total gross receipts of any event and 5% of the total gross receipts from the sale of TV rights. Gross receipts excludes any other state or federal taxes. Moving right along to section 004.03. All taxes must be paid immediately after the event, unless other arrangements have been made by the commissioner. Blue Blood Sports TV, because you lack credentials in the business of boxing, I know for a fact you didn't even know what I just read you. Because if you knew the rules and regulations of the Nebraska athletic code or admin code, you would have not made that statement on your live talking about we don't know or I don't know the pay-per-view buys. I don't know. Why didn't you know? Within 4 days, Mr. Multi-business owner and partner of BLK Prime, you should have known. It's not about whether the numbers were produced to the fans or the public. You should have known. You want to know why you should have known? Because it states right here, 5% of the sale of TV rights, 5% of the gross receipts of the TV rights are to be paid to the commissioner, right? And the TV rights of the sale, you said that Queensbury, right? You said that Queensbury Promotions, right? Right? In the UK, right? Oh, okay. You mentioned the UK, right? But what about in this country? Those numbers were already calculated and tallied up. Because how would the promoter know exactly how much 5% is if the numbers of the pay-per-view buys were not tallied up and calculated? Why? Because in section 004.03, which we just read, that sales tax, or all taxes for that matter, must be paid when? Ladies and gentlemen, when? Members of the jury, when? Roll the tape, film crew members, immediately. That's right. After the event. You see that? You didn't know that, Blue Blood Sports TV. You ain't even qualified. So here's the thing. If you're going to be credible, you have to get credentials. But because you lack credentials, you are not credible. And you know another thing, Blue Blood Sports TV? You should learn the business of boxing first before you even get any credentials in it. Oh, that's my 2 seconds of fame. And I look forward to your response, Blue Blood Sports TV, because I'm sure just in the last 2 videos I provided that had your name in it, this one and the last one, you learned something that you didn't know about this business. I'm Manager Marty. Roll the tape.